Good morning and welcome to the newspaper analysis segment of the morning drive. My name is Ugbebo Ikekwa. Well, we'll be in the studio this morning to go through the papers. I have Dr. Emmanuel Egariba. You're welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you very much. We're looking forward to a very beautiful and bright weekend.
Well, before we continue with the newspaper analysis proper, let's take this break.
At last, the glorious days of television are back. Welcome to Providence Television International, founded and powered by the one and only Emmanuel Egariba, the multiple award-winning producer. Providence Television International, reaching out to the world with very attractive and irresistible programs. With Providence Television International, it will be pleasure unlimited. We are also at your service for social event coverages and live streaming on our channel. You can reach us at our corporate headquarters, 42 Igbesama Street, Benin City, or telephone 08033 511 599. And to connect with us on live transmission, simply log on to YouTube and then type Providence Television International and you're good to go. Subscribe and let us give you the utmost satisfaction on television. It's a promise. Providence Television International, the game changer.
Thanks for staying tuned. We'll move straight away to the This Day newspaper, where we have on the front page, Chief of Defense Staff to Obaseki. We have Tinubu's mandate to ensure free, fair poll in Edo. Riders to that effect, PDP were ready for election, alleges APC is bringing thugs from Imo, Kogi State. Obi rallies support for Akpata task security agencies, INEC, on credible polls.
Yes, which one are we looking at now? I think the most important really is the message from Mr. President through the Chief of Defense Staff, meaning that he's speaking on behalf of the President. And that's the mandate that he's talking about, that the election should be free, should be credible, should be fair, meaning that INEC cannot do otherwise. The election has to be credible, so that at the end of the day, everybody is happy, okay? Both the winner and the loser, or the losers. So it's very incumbent on the electoral umpire to do it right and to get it right. We do not, I don't think it is in our own interest for us to have an election that is bedeviled by all kinds of manipulations, okay? Then talking about talks being ferried in from neighboring states, probably just an allegation, all right? I should expect that the opposition party, should make a pronouncement about this to assuage the feelings of people who might want to align with the PDP. And then the other issue, which is the third one now, I can't remember clearly, but there were three issues there that you mentioned.
Yes, we're talking about the rallying support for Akpata and task security agencies.
Yes, task security agencies. Just as I've said, security agencies also have the ace, just like the electoral umpire. All right? If there are things that will dislodge the propriety of the election, security agents should be on top of their game. Okay? They should not compromise. And that is the will of generality of people in this part of the country. They should not compromise and they should not turn blind eyes to infractions. Okay? Because already there are people are saying things already. If you have your ears to the ground, they are saying things that will not be in the interest of INEC. But INEC should prove them wrong. Okay, and I think that's the bottom line in all of this.
All right, we'll move straight away to the Daily Times newspaper, where we have still on Edo politics, PDP to Tinubu. You have responsibility to ensure Edo governorship poll is free, fair, and credible. Riders to that effect, PDP vows to resist attempt by APC to rig poll, and the Chief of Defense Staff in Edo promises secure environment for Saturday's poll.
Well, I wonder why this was not tied down to the other one, because they are similar in nature. Yeah, those headlines, they are very similar. We, as I said earlier, we're looking forward to a very smooth election. There's no reason why we shouldn't have a heat-free election. There's no reason, absolutely no reason. The good news is that INEC has not said they will not conduct a free and fair election. I mean, they have no duty to do otherwise. They have a duty to maintain peace, to maintain decency and propriety. They also have a duty to do it right. That's the least we expect of them, really. But I understand that the beavers, they have told us that the beavers will work. The election materials have arrived intact, I hope. And they have not told us that there is a possibility of postponing the election, that is, it might be affected by the fuel crisis. So all of these things are being taken care of by INEC. So we expect that the chairman will keep to his word. Actually, this is a covenant. It's a covenant with the people. And what's a covenant? It's an agreement that cannot be broken. That's a covenant. There's a contract. All right? So we expect him to live by that mandate given to him by the president through the CDS. And it will be to the credit of INEC. INEC has been immersed in so many controversies. Exactly. Let it be the beginning. Let this election be the beginning of greater tidings for INEC. It's an off-cycle election, so we don't expect that there will be too much pressure on INEC as such. It's just only one election. The other one is coming up much later in Ondo State. Okay, so Edo State, and this, as I keep saying, this is the heartbeat of the nation. All eyes are on this election. All eyes are on INEC. People at home and in the diaspora, they are looking forward to a very beautiful election. I just pray that at the end, everything will end at the ballot box, rather than even go to court. Going to court means that there were discrepancies. Where there are no discrepancies, no need of going to court. All right? So that's what I expect that INEC should do in this circumstance.
So the focus is actually on INEC now.
Yes.
Well, let us move away from election matters down to fuel issues. On the Vanguard, front page of the Vanguard, major marketers begin lifting of petrol from Dangote refinery.
Well, I don't know when all this drama will stop. I really don't know.
Because today we'll hear that the marketers
in fact, Dangote has said that they have not come to lift oil from their facility. So what's all this stuff that we are hearing? I want to see a situation where, by way of pictorials, the vehicles are lined up coming out of the facility. All right? That's the kind of thing Nigerians want to see. All this probably may be just speculations. Because, guess what? The price remains as a matter of opaqueness. It's still opaque. Yes, we can't see through. What is the regime, the price regime of PMS? We don't know because it's still very speculative. And as long as it remains speculative, it means that many things can go wrong in the process. So I believe that before October 1st, things should simmer down considerably and Nigerians should heave a sigh of relief. But this sigh of relief should be made better by the price to come down.
Okay.
We're talking about 900 plus now or something, coming from Nnpcl. And the irony of it is, I saw in one of the papers today that the marketers are still going to buy from Nnpcl.
Yes.
Meaning that Nnpcl will be the only organization that will lift oil, PMS from Dangote. They are still going to sell.
It was a surprise. It was a surprise
Yes.
today when I saw this because it was actually a stated fact that the Nnpcl will be the sole buyers from Dangote.
Yes.
And now we're seeing the marketers coming out to say fuel is being lifted. So it brings me, I agree
It's
with
a
your
contradiction.
point. There's a serious contradiction.
Yeah, it's a contradiction and it is a very big comedy. Comedy in the sense that, I mean, the whole thing makes you laugh. How can we have such discrepancies, such high quotas in this country? An oil-producing country that cannot fix things. It's, I think it's a shame. So, but I hope that before October 1st, because I think that's where the normal prices will come into effect. Because right now, Dangote is saying before he begins to sell appropriately, he will have to get his money back. Meaning that, well, because he bought crude in dollars, then he must up his game, right? So, but before October 1st, I'm sure that things will come down. Things coming down, I mean, to my mind, means that the price index will be much lower than what we are seeing now. Much, much lower. That's what will bring relief finally to Nigerians. Not within the regime of 900, 900 plus. No, that will not solve any problem. Let it come down still.
Okay.
That's when we have the better offer.
Okay. Well, we're going to come down. I'll call this the lighter side. Yeah, because it's actually going to come as a kind of comic relief to some individuals. On the front page of the Daily News Hub. Surrender controversy. Yahaya Bello, EFCC in hide and seek. A writer to that effect, Yahaya Bello is saying, I voluntarily surrendered at the commission's headquarters, ex-Kogi governor claims. EFCC counters, says Bello not in their custody. He remains wanted. There is subsisting warrant for his arrest. And Bello is countering once again, saying, I visited EFCC headquarters, was not interrogated, asked to leave. Ex-Kogi governor insists.
I think it's an understatement to even say that it's a comic relief. I don't know what to call it. I mean, the whole thing is so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Because only yesterday, we got to know that there was a sting operation.
Yes.
It is home in Abuja.
Yes.
Yes, they didn't deny that. So how come suddenly they are saying that, oh, it's not
they
in our
didn't deny.
custody?
In the morning, he submitted himself. You didn't arrest him. You told him to go. And in the night, you went for a sting operation.
Sting operation. What is even more ridiculous is the fact that he just went, there was no interrogation. How could somebody have been so accused and he was not interrogated? And, oh, no, please, have a good handshake and please go. 80 billion. 80 billion is involved. They are saying that, oh, he was not interrogated. I mean, what kind of country is this? I mean, we are making ourselves a laughing stock in the international community. Okay? And this is Nigeria. We're supposed to be the giant of Africa. And we are just doing all kinds of things. All right? I was even told that the present governor accompanied him.
Yes, they accompanied him. Yes.
In the company of some elders.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what are they talking about? I don't understand. Please show that caption again. That's a very beautiful caption. Beautiful caption. It's an award-winning caption. Yeah, Bello FCC in hide and seek.
Exactly.
You are playing hide and seek.
Yes.
With the fortunes of people in Kwara State or in Kogi State.
In
Kogi State. Hide and seek. When the young man was not able to pay salaries, he was not. He was owing people. He was owing teachers. Didn't fix roads. He didn't do anything. And yet suddenly 80 billion was missing. And yet you are now saying that they are playing hide and seek. Beautiful caption. If I know the editor, I will give him an award. You see, the country, to say the least, the country is becoming, we are losing traction, really. We are losing traction in all of these things. And it's not good for our psyche. It's not good for our national development. It's not good for our reputation in the Committee of Nations. Yes, that's the least one can say for now.
Well, on this light note, I know this must have made so many people laugh, but then this is really not a laughing matter. A situation where you have such an individual that was declared wanted walks into your enclave, as the case may be, and you allow him go, only for us to tell us that he's still declared wanted. Comic relief, like I said, but then not funny at all. On this note, I say please stay tuned. We'll take that break once again, and then the interview segment commences.
At last, the glorious days of television are back. Welcome to Providence Television International, founded and powered by the one and only Emmanuel Igariba, a multiple award-winning producer. Providence Television International, reaching out to the world with very attractive and irresistible programs. With Providence Television International, it will be pleasure unlimited. We are also at your service for social event coverages and live streaming on our channel. You can reach us at our corporate headquarters, 42 Igbesaman Street, Benin City, or telephone 08033511599. And to connect with us on live transmission, simply log on to YouTube and then type Providence Television International and you're good to go. Subscribe and let us give you the utmost satisfaction on television. It's a promise. Providence Television International, the game changer.